Can you kill every single boss in Blox Fruits using only trash fruits? Well, in this video, I'm going to try exactly that, defeating every boss from the first sea all the way to the third sea, using the worst fruits in the game. But here's the catch. If I die during any of the boss fights, I have to give away a leopard fruit. If I die once, 1 leopard fruit gone. Twice, 2 leopards. And if I die 10 times, let's just hope it doesn't get that far. All right, let's get into it. Here's the plan. I wrote down a list of fruits that I think are absolutely trash. Rocket, spin, blade,
spring, bomb, spike, falcon, sand, diamond, rubber, berry, ghost, love,
control, and gravity. My opinion, of course. And I'll spin a wheel to randomly pick which one I'll use for each boss. Whatever the wheel lands on, that's my weapon. First up, the Gorilla King. The wheel landed on barrier fruit. I headed straight to his territory and cooked him. Yeah, don't expect me to die in the first sea. Next stop, Pirate Village to take down Bobby. The wheel gave me Blade. Let's get rid of him real quick. The first sea is going to be a bit easy, so I'm speeding things up here. Next boss, the Yeti. My fruit this time? Ghost fruit. I had 0 mastery, but it didn't matter. 2 moves. That's all it took. And I got 22 mastery from that fight.
Nice.
Next up was the mob leader, and the wheel decided I'd be using diamond fruit. Handled him pretty easily. Moving on to the vice admiral, I rolled rubber. Also only needed 2 moves to beat him. Then I went back to the jungle to take on Saber, but the wheel gave me control fruit, so I'll come back to him later. Prison time. I went in to take down Warden, Chief Warden, and Swan. I rolled Gravity, Spring, and Falcon for them, in that order. I also decided to skip Warden for now to save some fruits, but I cooked Chief Warden and Swan. Next, I headed over to the Magma Admiral and took him down using Spike. Then it was Fishman Lord with Sand, Whisper with Diamond, Thunder God with Ghost, and finally, the last boss of the first sea, Cyborg, using rubber fruit. Now this guy gave me a bit of a nosebleed with all those. But I managed to finish him off in the end. With the easy bosses out of the way, it's time for the real challenge, second sea. First up, Diamond Boss. The wheel landed on Spike again. He didn't give me much trouble, but yeah, it took a while to bring him down. After that, I went to fight Jeremy, using the spring fruit. Yes, a spring versus spring showdown. Let's teach him who the real bouncer is. Anyway, I killed him in the end, so yeah, moving on. Next up was Fajita, and the wheel gave me Smoke.
Nice.
After that, it was time to take on Don Swan, using the Falcon Fruit. I grabbed a little mastery first to make life easier, then headed into his domain. The fight was basically hit and run the entire time, so it wasn't too tough. But man, it took way too long to bring him down after his first form. Then came the Smoke Admiral, and I got stuck with Spin Fruit. At this point, I was really starting to feel the difficulty of this challenge. Or maybe it was just these 3 trash moves in the trash fruit. Either way, after a painful fight, I managed to beat him. Next, I went after the Ice Admiral with Smoke Fruit again. Got it done pretty quickly. Now, the final boss of the second sea, Tidekeeper. The wheel gave me Barrier Fruit. Let me tell you, this was by far the hardest fight yet. Why? Because of his annoying sea beast. Yeah, my hit and run strategy completely fell apart when it kept blasting me with lasers. I almost died and nearly had to give away a leopard fruit, but somehow I pulled through, killed it, and ran for my life from that sea beast. Now we're finally done with the second C, and somehow, still no deaths. But the third C? Yeah, this might be where I finally have to say goodbye to some leopard fruits. Before we go die in the third C, let's hear from today's sponsor. Do you want to customize and create your own outfits in Roblox? Well, Custom Use is the perfect app for you. You can design your own outfits or choose from many available templates and customize them however you like. Wow, this looks good, but I want to change its color. Done. You can even add stickers or use the brush tool to draw your own designs. And that's not all. There are plenty more options for you to explore, so I'll leave that part for you to discover. I even added some text, which made my outfit look so much better. Nice. Once you're satisfied with your design, just click Export and download your creation. The Custom Use link is in the description and pinned comment. And thank you, Custom Use, for sponsoring this video. All right, now let's head to the third C. First, I went to take down Stone using the rocket fruit. This challenge just keeps getting harder with every boss. I felt like I could die any second now, but not from this guy because I absolutely smoked him. Nice. Next up, Hydra Leader, and the wheel gave me smoke fruit. The hit and run tactic was decent, but then I found an even better strat. Run in sky camp. I stayed in the air, spammed smoke bomb, and let the fruit do all the work. I was cooking him solo, until a Buddha user showed up at the last second and helped finish the job. Not complaining though, free help is free help. Next on the list, Kilo Admiral. I spun the wheel and got gravity. Yeah, and we're saving that one for later. Then came Captain Elephant, and I had to use Diamond. I was holding my ground until a bounty hunter jumped me out of nowhere. Yeah, I died, but that doesn't count. It only counts if I die fair and square to a boss, and I was literally full HP until I got jumped. So I went back and killed the captain. Next boss, Beautiful Pirate. I spun the wheel and got control. Yup, you already know, we're saving him for later too. Then I moved on to Longma. The fruit I got? Spring. So I took some time to farm NPCs and unlock the V move to make the fight more manageable. I went into his cave, started the fight, and not gonna lie, this was probably the worst fruit at the worst possible place. I kept bumping my head into everything. My hit and run tactic was completely useless, and then it happened. I died. Ouch. That's -1 leopard fruit. Don't worry, I'll tell you how you can get it later in the video. But first, revenge. I rushed back to the cave, and of course, he was back to full HP. Didn't matter. I was out for blood. I locked in, played super careful, but honestly, I was still getting cooked until I saw a yellow glowing light. A Buddha user flying in to get some mastery. He jumped into the fight. Bro used every combo in his arsenal. M1 of course, but I got the kill anyway. Free help? And just to clarify, this is a public server and I didn't call for help. I probably could have done it alone anyway. I thanked the guy in some weird language, then moved on to the next boss. The next day I logged back in, the gravity update had dropped. The same fruits, which I was calling trash, are now OP. Gravity got a huge buff, Falcon evolved into Eagle, and Barrier turned into Creation. So, we're gonna make those an exception from now on and just keep going. Next boss on the list, Cake Queen. I spun the wheel and got Spike. Oh no, I was really hoping I wouldn't die too much here. We started the fight, and right away I noticed something. The V move is straight up useless. I kept pressing it. Nothing. Went outside to check and saw it kept getting stuck on the roof. Nice. So now I'm fighting with just 3 moves. The hit and run tactic kind of worked, but that fire move was a nightmare. And surprise, surprise, I died. Another leopard fruit gone, but I wasn't backing down. I climbed back to the top, and this time I locked in. My hit and run game was at its absolute peak. Just look at these plays. Nice. And then, mid-fight, I realized something dumb. The X move on this fruit is holdable. Yeah, if you hold it, it lasts way longer. That would have been nice to know earlier. But finally, after some time, I killed her. Now let's deal with the rest of the bosses. First up, Saber, using the control fruit. The fight ended pretty quick. Though, we might have had some casualties in the area. Next, I went to finish off Warden, this time using the gravity fruit. The fight was easy, but most of it was just me standing around, waiting for cooldown. Then I jumped straight back to the third sea to finally take down Kilo Admiral, also with gravity. Let me tell you, this fruit after the update is absolute fire. It's nothing like the trash fruit I remember. And yeah, I know this video was supposed to be about trash fruits, but hey, blame the update, not me. Anyway, after a short fight, I managed to beat him. And now, the final boss of the challenge. Beautiful pirate with the control fruit. Before going in, I made sure to unlock all the moves to make things easier. I took the quest, headed to his domain. Thankfully, Control let me keep my distance, so he couldn't land too many hits. After a solid battle, I killed him. No deaths. That brings the final tally to 2 deaths in this entire challenge, which means 2 of you are winning a leopard fruit. To enter the giveaway, all you gotta do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your Roblox username down below. You've got 7 days, so good luck.